From the Cree.
We are live, gentlemen. Here we go. Welcome to another episode of Word Balloons Lockdown Trivia. I'm John Suntress, your host, and we are broadcasting live right now on YouTube and on Facebook. And I am happy to welcome two friends of Word Balloon who have been on in the past. And first of all, you can see them right there in the center square. It's a center rectangle, I suppose. It's Jason Inman, everybody. Welcome back, Jason.
Thanks for having me, John. I'm very excited to lose this badly.
And an OG Word Balloon guest that goes back to 2005. In my 15th year of doing Word Balloon, it is great to welcome back Marc Andreyko, everybody.
Thank you. And technically, if we're gonna, shouldn't the gay, sarcastic guy be the center square?
That's fair. That is fair.
Can I move you guys around? That would be fantastic.
I did write a fan letter to Paul Lynde when I was 4 years old. I have his autographed picture hanging in my bedroom. So
that's outstanding. You know, I've been watching reruns of his sitcom on Antenna TV. Oh. It's a rough watch, absolutely, man.
And his Halloween special is the worst.
Well, I have a quick question, Marc. Are you laying in your bed?
I am.
I like this. It's very comfy. Very comfy.
That's very good, man. I like it. That's hilarious. Are you holding the iPad and everything? What are you doing?
My laptop is sitting on a pillow on my lap. Is this making everybody seasick? I can move it.
No, it's all good. I was just like,
you look great. So don't worry about a thing. That's fantastic. That's how composed he is, man. That's how confident he is.
Yeah, that's right.
That's how exhausted mentally I am after being locked up for these weeks.
You're killing me, man.
I've used this joke before, but my cupboards look like Julia Roberts' husband from Sleeping with the Enemy organized them. My cupboard is so clean. Ugh.
You guys are killing me. I'm like reaching for a pad to keep score.
How are you doing, Jason?
I'm good. You know, the best and worst thing about this whole lockdown is that my work schedule has become suddenly freeing and also completely unpredictable. So, yeah.
Excellent.
But it's good. We're almost through our entire James Bond rewatch. My wife had never seen some of the classic James Bonds, so we've moved our way through. We just got to Daniel Craig.
So you just finished Die Another Day?
We just finished Casino Royale. Yeah. But we did watch Die Another Day, and my Lord.
By far the worst.
Oh, easily the worst.
The only one that's almost as bad as Spectre, because that whole he's your foster brother bullshit. Ugh.
I think Octopussy, although I've grown more for not Octopussy, View to a Kill was always at the bottom of my list.
Oh, that's pretty bad. That one does not hold up.
Watch View to a Kill is a prequel to Batman Returns because Christopher Walken is playing the same character.
That's true.
And Die Another Day is almost a prequel to Batman and Robin because it's that schlocky.
Oh, and The World Is Not Enough is pretty rough.
Actually, you know what? I found that it held up better. Yeah.
Well, Sophie Marceau was kind of intriguing as the bad girl and the Bond girl.
I'm a big fan of On Her Majesty's Secret Service. I don't think that one.
That is a good one.
That's the hardcore. Yeah, all the hardcore James Bond people know.
Yeah. Well, just because they did
vastly underrated.
They did something miraculous with that. They gave him backstory, but it didn't feel like soap opera backstory. You don't need to know that from any other movie, but in the context of that movie. And I think George Lazenby just got the short end of the stick too. He wasn't necessarily the most charismatic after Sean Connery, but he fit. He's most like the character in the book. I mean,
it's also interesting because On Her Majesty's Secret Service also has, I think, the best Blofeld because Telly Savalas.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he's amazing in that movie as Blofeld.
No, and the director, and now I'm blanking, the fine editor that they let direct that movie was terrific.
Oh, yeah, that was his first shot. That's right.
Yeah, and I can't remember his name right now. I don't know. We were talking off the air. Mark Altman hopefully will be on Word Balloon soon, and he just wrote that great oral history of the James Bond history. Nobody does it better. And, man, he is just on a tear with those books. They're so
That's a great
good.
book. I enjoyed it.
And I really love the Galactica book, and I really love the Star Trek books. And I haven't read Buffy and Angel yet, but I intend to. I mean, no, those are terrific oral histories. And I was going to ask now, what was Ash's view? Because I can appreciate how, certainly misogynistic the classic Bonds are. And, I mean, very innocently, you could show that to a younger person, and they get really cringy because it is Jesus. I mean, especially like Thunderball with the steam bath scene, and
Yeah, like I mean, she kind of accepted that as that is just part of Bond. Is that Bond is a slight percentage misogynistic, just depending on your Bond. Like it's just baked into the character. The interesting thing that she said was that this was the first time that she had noticed how much the other Bonds are basically just doing Sean Connery pastiches, and she didn't realize. She was like, I didn't realize how much Daniel Craig was like taking from Sean Connery.
That's interesting. Again, I think a rewatch will show me that.
Yeah,
I can appreciate that. That's really cool.
Yeah.
And I always say it's funny. Matt Singer, the great critic, did his like essential Bond list, and he had Moonraker on there. And I'm like, I don't consider that essential Bond for me. And one that he didn't have on there was For Your Eyes Only.
Oh yeah, that I mean it's okay.
Well, I liked how it was the first attempt prior to Dalton to get a little bit back to basics, because as Cubby Broccoli said after Moonraker, it was like, where do you go from there? I mean, he's bordering on superhero stuff at that point. I mean, all the laser guns and the spaceships and everything,
Yeah, 100%.
Too funny. Well, let's see here, boys.
How do we do this, John?
Yep. If
what
you're ready,
are we playing for? A brand new Oldsmobile?
Giving people away. A new car. Exactly. Hilarious. All right, gents, we will get started. I'm sorry. I like I said, shame on me. I should be better prepared. I got to find my pen. So I'm going to duck out of camera for a second. You talk amongst yourselves.
No, it's all good, because I'll do an ad for your Patreon, because I don't know if the fine listeners out there know of your current situation, but they should definitely go over to patreon.com. I'm looking it up right now, /wordballoon, and support John Suntress as I do, and help the good sir out and keep this going.
Thanks, man. You're very kind, and
you're welcome. Did that vamp enough?
Yeah, I know. And honestly, after I made the public announcement on Facebook and Twitter, a lot of listeners and viewers have responded, and I thank you all for the new support, and people who have been supporting me have upped their subscriptions. It's all good. I thank you very much, all of you, the League of Word Balloon listeners, as I call you. So your domino masks and capes are in the mail.
Oh.
So, hey, Mark, I should ask you about bringing back Manhunter, and I know you're involved with Leviathan and what's going on with DC. What can you tell us about that before we get started on the quiz?
It's weird. It's great to be back, and it all happened when Brian Bendis came over. He called me and he said, "Hey, I just reread all the Manhunter trades. They hold up." I'm like, "Oh, thank you." And then when he was trying to figure out who would be Leviathan, and he came up with, can I say, or is it a spoiler?
Oh yeah, no, it's already been revealed in the event.
Yeah, it's fine.
Well, people get mad when you talk about Rosebud being a sled, so I don't know. And he made Mark Shaw, and right now I'm about halfway done with writing a new miniseries called Manhunters: The Secret History, which explains how the Manhunters are in the DC universe. I get to touch on stuff like I might reference Millennium.
Boy,
sure.
Because and weirdly enough, unlike some sort of making histories up, the history of the Manhunters going through and stuff. I did this once when I did the original Manhunter book, and now sort of revisiting it, I'm able to make it work. I think people will be pretty happy with what the reveals are, and I've also got an amazing artist, Renato Guedes, who did a lot of Valiant stuff. He did Action Comics years ago. The artwork he is doing is insane. It is gorgeous. And our first issue has a variant cover by Jay Lee. The second issue cover is by Derek Chu. The third issue cover is by, I think it's Luca Perillo. And we're in the talks right now with someone who, if they do this, the cover, I will be able to die a happy man.
Excellent, man. And it's I'm sure Kate's going to have some new chapters in the story. She was in Event Leviathan, wasn't she?
Yeah, absolutely. She's part of what Brian is doing. I mean, she's a big part of it. And the fact that the guy that runs Leviathan now used to be someone she helped out is going to weigh upon her, because she gave this guy the benefit of the doubt years ago, and it didn't work. But I got to give the shout out to Brian for being such a great supporter of Kate. He's using her in a lot of really interesting ways, and it's really fun to see one of your best friends write a character that you created at DC. It's like if you had told us this 25 years ago when we became friends that we'd be here. Like, no, that's not happening. That's not happening. So it's a win-win. I get to write characters that I love with friends that I love in a universe that I love. So,
and I know you just wrapped up a great run as well on Supergirl.
Yeah, that was a blast. That was a blast. Getting to work with Kevin Maguire is ridiculous. I've been a fan of his since I was like 9 or 10 years old, and to be friends with him now and to have him draw things that I've written, it's just like getting Robert De Niro to do your student film.
Outstanding. That's excellent, man. Well, guys, if you're ready, what I was doing was I was rolling a die, and that would determine who goes first. So I'm bringing up my die app, and let's see here. Hold on. There we go.
Actual dice are too complicated.
I'm sorry?
Because actual dice are too complicated.
They're quarantined, Mark.
Oh,
It's true.
Sorry.
You can't touch
so
them.
now I'm rolling for Jason right now.
All right.
Come on, roll, damn it. Roll, damn it, roll. There we go. Jason got a 4. And
We'll take it.
Mark got a 3. So Jason will go first.
Okay.
Well, that's all right. And I should mention that these two, did you guys face each other before on Schmoedowns and stuff?
I don't
think we ever played each other.
No, not on a one-on-one. I mean, on a free-for-all or something like that, we might have. But I don't even think we did it as teams either.
No.
Okay.
So no.
Well, there you go. But I know they're both very good and well-versed in nerd trivia, and I'm hoping I'll see if my questions can stump the panel, or we'll see how well they do. All right, gentlemen, this is kind of like the weakest link in terms of, although there's no weakest link component to it, I feel like Jackie Rogers Jr. It's a bit like Pyramid, but different. It's I have a category.
All those great references for the young people.
I know.
That one went right over my head. I didn't get that.
That's an old Saturday Night Live bit. Well, anyway,
right.
The point is we're going to have a category where there are a ton of answers. We will exhaust the category until neither of you could come up with anything, and then we'll move on to the next category. And you either get it right or wrong, and if you get it right, you get a point, and if you don't get a point. It's that basic.
Okay.
Fair enough. All right, we will begin. And the first category is DC space hero characters other than Adam Strange. Jason, begin.
So I just say any character. Okay.
Any space hero character.
Captain Comet.
Captain Comet is one, absolutely. Mark?
Starfire.
Starfire is one. Very good. Jason?
Heroes. Can we count Animal Man since he was a space hero in 52? All right, then I got nothing.
Wow, that's it?
That's it?
That's it.
Wow.
I told you I wasn't going to do well at this, guys.
Mark, you can clean up at this, all right? You're going to stack up some points. Keep going. What else?
Do I just keep going until I run
Well, you
out?
can name one, and I'll go to Jason. Jason might have one come to mind. So think of Justice League Action. Think of some of the other, the characters that were based.
Where are my hints?
Primarily in space. I know you're right about it.
You're not talking to me. I'll say Qatar Hall.
Yes, exactly. Yes, Hawkman. Sure, Thanagar. Absolutely. Nothing, Jason?
Oh, I can go now? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Space Gabby.
Space Gabby is correct. Absolutely. Mark?
Prody.
Was Prody really a space? I mean, because really, you could really count the entire Legion. And I don't want to. I mean, I really am thinking of like one hero and stuff, and that I'm really not counting the Legion.
The rules before we started.
What's that?
That wasn't in the rules before we started.
Fair enough. I'll give it to you, Mark. All right, fine. Any others, Jason? There's.
Can I say Dark Stars, even though it's a group?
No.
Yes, you can say.
Oh, you can say the group?
Well, then if I have to say somebody specific, then I'll say Donna Troy, because she was part of the Dark Stars.
That's true. She was. I'll give you that one. So I'll say the Dark Stars in general, but I'll include both of those. So back to Mark.
The Manhunters?
Were the Manhunters heroes?
In their eyes, they were.
Well, yeah, that's their
They were
idea. I don't think
They
so.
were created by the Guardians. So.
I
No,
love
no,
the
no,
semantics of this. I love it.
No.
Let's go Kilowog.
Kilowog, I will accept. All right. I mean,
Larfleeze.
again, we're talking about all the Green Lanterns, so I mean that I'll kill the core.
Yeah.
From that standpoint.
Larfleeze.
Larfleeze, all right, fine.
Not a hero. Larfleeze is not a hero.
Oh, that's true. He was. Yeah, you know something.
He's a villain.
I'll agree with that. That's hilarious.
No, they don't think they're villains. All right, then. Sinestro before the Yellow Ring.
All right, fair enough. I'll give you. And also, he became a hero again for a brief period of time.
Can I say the Ravers from Superboy and the Ravers? I keep pulling groups. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know. That's all right.
They weren't all part of. That was like the X-Men. There were different names. They weren't like Green Lanterns or Dark Stars. So
that's true. That's true. All right, fair point.
Only people with bowl cuts can say, yeah, there you go. And yeah, they mentioned Guy Gardner, but again, I think we got enough lanterns. I was,
totally. Isn't there? God, what the hell is his name? There's a Tommy something.
There is a Tommy something.
Is
Marc
it Tommy Tomorrow?
Tommy Tomorrow is correct. Very good.
Okay.
Any others, Mark?
Brute
from the Legion again?
No, from the Omega Men. That was Blob.
Oh, sure. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
I'll count that. Absolutely. I was thinking of Block instead of Brute. I don't know why.
Well, they were both big and purple. So
yeah, exactly. That's probably why.
Yeah.
There you go. There were more. Howard Chaykin and Jose Luis Garcia Lopez had a great mini-series in the Prestige format in the early 90s called Twilight or late 80s. Wow. Lots of characters in there.
That's interesting. I don't think I have anybody else.
You want to add another point or two, Mark?
Sure. Orion.
I will take Orion, sure.
Oh, fair. We can count the new
guys. God, absolutely.
It's all these characters that I don't consider as like spacey characters. That's so interesting.
Yeah, but Apocalypse is in space, and I'll give you Orion.
Okay. Does that mean all the new gods are off the table now?
Yeah, I would say so. Once we've named a new god.
Got it.
Yeah, once we name one member of a team, that'll knock out the team.
Then let's go Saint Walker from the Blue Lantern Corps.
Yeah, well, it's a GL, but
he's in space. What do you want from me, John?
He is in space. Absolutely. I know you're struggling. It's all right, man. I'm going to move on to another subject because here I'll give you a couple more. Ultra, the multi-alien.
Oh,
Animal
nice
Vegetable Mineral Man.
I'm sorry.
What about Animal Vegetable Mineral Man?
Is that a Grant Morrison character?
No, that was a Silver Age Doom Patrol character.
I didn't remember him. I will, understood. I mean, we've canceled the category, but I was thinking of Star Hawkins. And,
you can give him the point. That's totally cool. I'm fine with that.
I will then. Very good. If you're being
that's fine. That's fine.
If you're being that's nice, generous. All right, I got no problem with that. I was thinking too the Prince whatever Starman, Prince Allen or whatever his name was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
or Prince Aaron. The blue costume Starman with with the star. All right. Anyway, we'll move on. Next category, Archie superheroes. And when I say Archie superheroes, I'm specifically talking about the Archie cast themselves as superheroes. They had super identities. There are 6 of them.
I get to go first, right?
Well, you just answered, so I'll let Jason go first.
No, please let Mark go first.
Super Teen.
Super Teen is correct. That is Betty.
Mark is going to get every one of these. I don't know a single one.
Go ahead, Mark.
Pure Heart.
Pure Heart the Powerful. Absolutely. That's Archie. That's one. Yep. And I'm glad that people are chiming in with the answers. This is good. I'm going to put a couple people up here. There we go. From the previous category. And yes, Prince Gain or Gain. I don't know how you say it, but yeah, I always read it that way. So very good, Jim. Congratulations. Any other Archie superheroes you can think of there, Mark?
Was Jughead like Captain Hamburger?
Close, but no. It was Captain Hero, actually.
Oh.
Reggie was Evil Heart.
Yep.
Moose was Mighty Moose. And I will confess, I didn't have time to look up because I don't think she really did it that much. Veronica's character, and I can't remember her name.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess technically she was there. And yeah, Reggie was kind of Archie's nemesis, but wasn't purely bad. But all right, fair enough. Now I'm going to go back to the list. And the next category is going to be U.S. patriotic heroes other than Captain America, but ones that represented the United States. And
U.S. agent.
What's that?
U.S. agent.
Stealing my answers here, Mark. This is a category I can actually do.
I'm not letting Mark answer because I was going to throw to Jason. But so that's.
I'll give him that. I will say Isaiah Bradley, the first Captain America.
Very good. That counts absolutely.
Miss
Mark?
America.
Which one?
Miss America.
Miss America is correct. Very good. Jason.
Liberty Bell.
Liberty Bell is correct. Mark.
Bucky.
Bucky counts absolutely. Yes. Jason.
The Star Spangled Kid.
Sure. Absolutely.
Wrong company.
No, it's. I didn't say Marvel. I said everybody.
And you say any area? Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, there's a big cast. Absolutely, man.
Mm-hmm.
Reuben Flagg.
Reuben Flagg absolutely counts. Very good.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Isn't there like it was a former Archie called the Flag? Or no, the Shield.
The Shield is correct. Very
Yeah.
good. Back to you, Mark.
The Fighting American.
Fighting American counts. Absolutely. Very good. Yes.
Iron Patriot.
Iron Patriot, I will count. Absolutely, man. I didn't think of that, but I would absolutely agree with that. Back to Mark.
Nomad.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'll count Nomad. That's fine. Funny, I'm glad you mentioned U.S. Agent, of course, the great John Walker.
Yeah.
Who apparently I think is going to be in
there's pictures.
Winter Soldier and Falcon. Yeah. That's great.
What the hell is his name?
Couple obvious ones.
Patriot from the Young Avengers.
Patriot absolutely counts. Absolutely. Back to Mark.
Skyman.
Is Skyman? Is he have? Is he?
He was the Star Spangled Kid.
Oh, I see. Where you say like, oh, well, yeah. I mean, that's the same character though, technically.
Okay.
I mean, he was the same character. He was a different persona per se, but you know.
Okay. The 1950s Captain America.
I will give you Grant. What was his name? Because then they give it like the actor's name or whatever. I forget, or the serial hero's identity, I believe. But I'll give you 50s crazy commie hunter cap.
Citizen V.
Citizen V is good, very good. Although, was he British or American?
I don't know. He has an American flag for a cape, so I'm going to count.
Oh, okay, all right. Because I wasn't
German because Citizen V is Baron Zemo. So
Right.
Baron Zemo was a Nazi. So technically,
But also later in that run, there was a fake person that took that costume and was a hero with it.
That's true. All of that is correct. A couple obvious ones I'm surprised weren't mentioned yet. Patriotic heroes is the category.
America.
Yes, absolutely. The woman, yes, the Hispanic woman. Joe Casey doing a variation of his Marvel creation for a new Image book. We just talked about that on Word Balloon.
I'm going to add to this list Homelander from The Boys.
I will accept Homelander for The Boys. Absolutely. Very good. Tight race, gentlemen. 14 to 15. See, you're doing good, Jace.
Well, I finally have a category that I know.
The Comedian.
Oh, it's a good one.
Yeah, I'll accept the Comedian. All right.
I would accept that. Yeah.
Yeah, he was working for the government.
Mhm.
Sure. He was patriotic. Sure.
Huh. You said other than Captain America, so we can't count the other ones.
Right.
I mean, I
accepted Isaiah Bradley, certainly, and Patriot.
Well, yeah, I know, but obviously you wouldn't accept. Yeah.
The peanut gallery's coming through with answers. I don't know if you guys can see them or not.
Oh, no.
Good. I'm not going to reveal them, folks, until the guys run out of...
I got nothing. Do you have anything, Mark?
I got one.
Yeah.
This is one, and this actually counts as two, because there's one in each universe. Uncle Sam.
Uncle Sam, indeed.
Oh,
Absolutely.
fair.
I was waiting for Uncle Sam. Very good.
That is fair. That's very fair. I still got nothing. I think I tapped out.
Any final answer, Mark, before I flip over the cards?
Lady, you said Liberty Bell?
He did. He said Liberty Bell, yes.
Okay. There wasn't one woman named Lady Liberty, was there?
I don't know.
I don't remember a Lady Liberty, no. Unless those American, I forget what the name of the comic book company was. But I'm going to...
Oh, Super Patriot.
I'll take Super Patriot. That's fine.
Does God, no, I was like, there's a Frank Miller character that looks all.
Yes, there is a Frank Miller character.
Yeah, damn it, you stole it from me.
Exactly. Yep. But it was already your turn, Mark. But that's true. Nuke is one of them.
Give it to him. It's fine.
Jason, you're killing me.
I want him to win by a clear margin.
Well, it's 19-14 right now. Let's see. Other examples I had written. There was Stripesy, Star Spangled Kid's adult sidekick.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Steel, the Commander Steel.
Oh yeah, Commander Steel. Yeah.
So, did we say Miss America?
Yes.
Okay, very good. I'm going by my list right now. There is the Patriot himself, who took over for Captain America. There's also the Spirit of 76, who took over for Captain America.
Okay.
So those were a couple more that I thought of. And Super Patriot, yes, indeed. Jack Flag from our peanut gallery of people. U.S. Made, very good.
Oh, yeah.
America Commando, absolutely. And we did say the Shield, I believe, earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And U.S. Jones, excellent, guys. I appreciate that. Very, very good. Man, the peanut gallery's playing quite well. All right. Moving on to the next category. I keep having to switch screens. All right, here we go. Back in the early 2000s, Reggie Hudlin introduced a group of characters known as the Crew, mostly heroes of color. And I will let Jason start.
I've never read this book, so I have no idea.
Ha!
Black Panther.
Black Panther is absolutely one.
Is it a Marvel group?
Yep, it is a Marvel group.
I mean, I'm going to take a wild stab. Then Killmonger.
Killmonger, unfortunately, is not in the group. No,
the one, of course.
Luke Cage.
Luke Cage is correct. Absolutely.
Just keep going, Mark.
Misty Knight.
I'm going to have to check. I do have the list, and I can't remember if Misty Knight was part of the group or not. Hold on. I will check. Misty Knight was not part of the group.
Okay, what
there
about
are a couple women that are in the group, though.
The Blue Marvel?
The Blue Marvel wasn't in the group, surprisingly.
Really?
No.
Falcon? Sam Wilson?
Sam wasn't in the group, surprisingly.
Storm?
Storm is in the group, but I mean, at this point, because you've had so many raw, I'm going to flip it over. Black Panther, Storm, Eden Fessy. I don't know.
Who?
I don't know. Justice, who I believe is who the Young Avenger Patriot became. And then Casper Cole, who was Black Panther for a while and then became a version of the White Tiger. Junta, as in military junta, and War Machine.
All right.
So there you go.
You learn something every day.
Now here's a big juicy category that has a lot of people in it. The Suicide Squad. And Jason, I'll let you begin.
Can we just go any members? For
any members of the Suicide Squad? Movie, comics, go.
Well, I'm just going to go easiest then. Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn is one, correct.
Rick Flag.
Rick Flag is correct. Next.
Captain Boomerang.
Captain Boomerang is correct.
Killer Croc.
Killer Croc is correct.
King Shark.
King Shark is correct.
Punch and Julie.
I didn't remember them, but I'll take your word for it. I don't remember them being in it, but
the Jeffers Award issues of Suicide Squad.
Deadshot.
Deadshot is correct.
Shade, the Changing Man.
Shade, the Changing Man is correct.
Does Amanda Waller count? If not, I have a different
Amanda Waller absolutely counts. Yes, indeed.
Bronze Tiger.
Bronze Tiger counts, absolutely.
Slipknot, right?
Yes.
Catman wasn't.
No, that was Secret Six.
The Enchantress.
The Enchantress is correct.
Yeah. Fair.
I should have said no after you said that thing, but again, we're playing, so I'll give you that one.
General Zod was in the New 52 Suicide Squad.
Which was he in the New 52 Suicide Squad?
I'm pretty certain about that.
All right, I'll give it to you.
I would
right.
Google, but I don't want to. I want people to say I'm Googling the answers.
Zebra Man.
I don't remember Zebra Man at all.
He's in the new one, right? The Tom
Is he in the current incarnation?
I don't know. I don't know for certain.
Yeah, I think you're making that up, Mark. But I'll give it to you. I'm kidding.
Whoa.
I'm teasing you.
Oracle.
Oracle is correct. Plenty more. Listeners are absolutely coming up with ones, and I'm glad, but I'm going to hold off.
Captain Cold?
Captain Cold is correct.
His Mirror Master?
Mirror Master is correct.
Golden Glider?
Golden Glider is correct.
Has every Flash villain been on the Suicide Squad?
There's a lot of them.
Okay.
There is a lot of them. A couple that we haven't mentioned yet.
Am I wrong? Wait, has Catwoman been in the Suicide Squad?
I didn't see her on the list.
Okay, never mind. That's all right.
Yeah, I didn't see her on the list. Any others, Mark?
The Weather Wizard?
The Weather Wizard is correct. That might be it for the Flash villains.
Oh, really? I was gonna say I thought that maybe the Trickster was in there too. I could be wrong.
I don't think so. But again, because I went by a list I found, and I'll let's see who else. The
Calculator.
Calculator is correct.
Just trying to think of. I'm trying to think about that list from James Gunn's.
Oh, sure, yeah, his infamous list. Absolutely.
Yeah, and try to think who he's been putting in that movie. Because weirdly in my head, I want to say that they announced Condiment King for that movie, but I don't know if Condiment King has ever been in the Suicide Squad. Yeah, but I'll throw it out there as a guess. No, all right,
no.
Whatever.
A couple other obvious ones when you hear the names, guys.
Has Bane been in the Suicide Squad?
No, again, Secret Six.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. They're very.
Yo, I understand. No, believe me, I understand.
Obvious ones. You keep saying obvious ones, so
Mark, any thoughts? I'm going to flip over the cards if not. Or give Jason one last chance to steal.
What's his name? The fire guy, El Diablo.
El Diablo is correct.
Yep.
Yeah. I'll think of the movie, absolutely.
Joker's never been one, I don't think. I don't think they've ever had him.
Oh, I got one.
Go ahead.
Katana.
Katana is correct.
Yep.
Any others, Jace?
I'll pass on this one.
All right, I'm going to stop the bleeding then.
Okay.
Because Mark has a comfortable 10-point lead. Count Vertigo.
Oh, yeah.
Dr. Light. Poison Ivy. Nemesis. Nightshade. Speedy. Vixen.
Speedy?
Yep.
Wow, all right.
Back in the 80s. Joker's daughter recently.
All right.
So there you go. All right, very good. Good stuff. Gentleman Ghost, as someone says. Absolutely. And Rob confirms that Zod was absolutely a member during the New 52. I don't know who Andrew Esposito is, but I like the idea that he might have been in the Suicide Squad. That's fine. I like it indeed. All right, moving on. Let's see here. Okay, now here's a fun one. Code names for the heroes of the two Incredibles films. Jason gets to start.
You mean just the hero names?
Yeah. Well, all the heroes. Family, but there are more than just the family as far as heroes in the Incredibles.
Okay. Well, Mr. Incredible.
Certainly, good start. Mark.
Frozone.
Yeah, Frozone, absolutely, very good. Jace.
Elastigirl,
absolutely.
Baby Incredible.
Is that what he's called?
I don't think he's called that.
Yeah. What's his character's name?
I don't know.
Chance to steal, Jason.
Gazer Beam.
Oh, sure. Very good.
It's a different one. I don't know the name of the baby. I just know Gazer Beam.
Oh, I got one.
Go.
Edna Mode.
Oh, she's the Edna, or what was her name? The Hollywood.
As the person in the decline, I'm going to throw a challenge on that.
Yeah, that's true. She really only made
Alfred.
the costumes.
She's not a superhero.
Yeah, I would agree. That's kind of like saying Snapper Carr was a superhero. I would have to agree with that.
Have you ever made a superhero costume?
Edith Head.
Yes, actually, I have.
Edith Head was the character that Edna was based on. That's awesome, man. You're cracking me up.
Well, let me ask you this. So, John, you keep talking about the baby. I mean, he's called Jack Jack, but I don't think that's his code
I don't think he has any other name than Jack Jack, does he?
No, I don't think. Will you accept Jack Jack?
I'll accept Jack Jack.
Okay.
And yeah, the other kids' names obviously count.
So Violet. What's the little boy's name? Dash?
Dash is correct. Well, now we got a bit of a game, everybody. It's 30. Jason has 30. Mark has 35. So you are within striking range.
Just trying to think if I know any other names of the hero. From 2, there's the guy that keeps throwing up. He has acid reflux.
I can't remember. I couldn't remember his name.
His name's not Reflux, is it?
It might be. I don't remember. That's.
All right, I'll pass on it.
I flipped. I flipped over the cards. We're all right.
This is the good one because again, they all these hero names are in that montage where Mr. Incredible just flicks through the files real quickly.
That's a very good point. Absolutely, and I should have done a little harder research on that. That's true.
No, it's all good.
Yeah, you're cracking me up. That's fantastic, man.
That's all I got.
Let me check? Let me check the viewers and see if anybody else. Yeah, Jack Jack, of course, named. Duchess. Lashina, was she the agent that was trying to recruit Mr. Incredible in the first?
Got me on that one.
Lashina was one of the Suicide Squad. She's one of the.
Thank you.
She's one of the female Furies.
Okay, very cool, excellent. All right, moving on to the next category. You guys are doing good. All right, here's a good one: Superman knockoffs, powers similar to Superman. Many companies, gentlemen. I'll let Jason start.
Supreme.
Supreme is correct. Mark?
Hyperion.
Hyperion is correct. Very good.
Homelander from The Boys.
Homelander indeed.
Irredeemable.
Sure.
I don't
forget his name too, but I'll give you. I'll slide you that one.
Okay.
I don't remember his name, but we know who he's talking about.
The Sentry.
The Sentry, indeed, absolutely.
Thunder Bunny.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, he's a Marvel character, sure.
No, not the Captain Marvel one. The superhero, the Apple Warp Comics one.
Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah. I forgot about that. That's funny. I was thinking of Hoppy.
Would you Marvel Bunny. You would count Shazam in this, right?
I absolutely would hear it. I see. I'm going to have to make that point. Absolutely Shazam.
Or Captain Marvel, however you want to call it.
Yeah. I know. Yeah. I still call him Captain Marvel, too.
Is it me?
Yes, it is, Mark.
Superman knockoffs. Bizarro.
Bizarro absolutely counts, certainly. The original Superman knockoff. Actually, there's one older than that when you think about it.
Oh, really? Interesting. Omni-Man from Invincible.
Omni-Man, absolutely. Very good.
Iron Monroe.
There you go, Mark. I was hoping someone would pull Iron Monroe out of their ass from the Young All-Stars fan. And, of course, you used him.
Kate Spencer, my Manhunter's great-grandfather.
That's right.
Oh, really?
That's excellent. No, I loved when you did that. That was great because that was like Roy Thomas coming up with a Superman alternative when everything from Earth 2 got wiped out. So yeah, that's funny.
I mean, this is a bit of a stretch, but like, would we count Captain Carrot in this?
I would count Captain Carrot in this.
Okay,
yes, indeed.
Because like he does have Superman's powers, basically.
Absolutely.
So yeah. Okay. Sure.
That's why even for patriotic characters, I was willing to count Yankee Poodle. In fact,
Yankee Poodle.
Nice.
Wow.
From the Zoo Crew as well.
Snafooperman.
Which one?
Snafooperman from the Sergeant Snafu cartoon from the Fleischer Brothers, where he got superpowers.
Oh, that's hilarious. I'll give you that one.
The Apollo.
Apollo, indeed. Absolutely.
Yeah.
From the Authority. Very good.
Mm-hmm.
The Gladiator.
The Gladiator absolutely counts. Sure.
Mr. Majestic.
Mr.
Go through all the wild
Majestic
card ones.
absolutely counts. Sure he does.
Hey, what's that? Oh, that's the barrel we're scraping.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Who'd you say?
It's the bottom of the barrel we're scraping.
Oh,
Yes, it
yeah,
is.
absolutely.
Yeah, it is.
Connor Kent.
I'll give you Connor Kent. Yeah, I'll give you that because he's a different character. Sure.
I'm going to say Icon from Milestone.
Sure. Absolutely. Very good.
We are getting close to the bottom.
Yeah, there's only one or two that I still have left. Or three.
The Chinese Superman.
Oh, Superman. Absolutely.
New
sure.
Superman.
Yeah, Gene Yang's Superman. Sure.
Would you count? He's very similar. Would you count Blue Marvel?
I would absolutely count Blue Marvel. Yes, indeed.
Okay.
Tight game.
Steel is not a Superman knockoff, but yeah, you're talking.
I had him down actually as a Superman knockoff.
Well, then I'm going to go Steel. I didn't know if you were going same powers or not. So.
Well, and I said Superman knockoff, keeping it general, but given his role in Reign of the Superman, I will count that absolutely.
Okay.
Oh, okay then. Cyborg Superman.
Well, he's all right. I'll give you that one, man.
And then I'm going to go Eradicator.
Sure. Closing out the Reign of the Superman, absolutely. Superwoman, I will count, absolutely. That could be either the Earth 3 character or the character from the future that adopts the Superwoman.
Let's throw Supergirl in there as well.
You can count Supergirl, sure.
Crypto.
No, I'll keep it to humans, but that's fine. Well, we did have Captain Carrot, so yeah, all right, I'll give you Crypto.
I'll say
but not Comet.
I'll say Superman of the year 1 million.
Wasn't that just regular Superman, just older?
No. He had a grandson that had 3 like circles that were like in a S shield.
I will take
he was
that.
The Superman of the year 1 million.
I'm thinking of a couple Legion characters.
Mon-El.
Mon-El, absolutely.
Ultra Boy.
Ultra Boy, absolutely. I'll just give you the point.
Oh, sorry.
It's all good. Would you consider Miracle Man one of these guys?
Yes, I would. Absolutely.
Okay.
But he's a knockoff of Shazam.
Yeah, he's also a knockoff. So he's a double knockoff.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's kind of the same connective tissue. I'll I'll give you that.
All right.
Komoda. Absolutely.
Thank you. I need all the points I can get.
What about Mighty Man?
Sure. Definitely.
And can I do another one?
Yeah.
Mighty Mouse.
Sure.
I was about to say that one.
I can think of another animal cartoon character.
Superior, Mark Miller's guy. He's Superman.
Yes.
Since Mark got 2, I'm going to add another Mark Miller character.
Go ahead.
And I'm going to go Huck.
I will agree with Huck. Absolutely.
Okay.
So now we're even.
All right. Other ones that we missed. We will flip over the cards. Hold on. Where the hell is it? There it is. Who else did I have on here? Oh, Prime, of course. Another Captain Marvel kind of ripoff.
Yeah, true.
I did count Dynaman from the Golden Age, who Dan the Dynamite became and turned evil. I think that's it. Other than that, everybody else was named. Oh, and I forgot from the Bronze Age and in the Superman books, Vartox, ladies and gentlemen, Vartox.
Who's Vartox?
Vartox was the one who had the costume like Zardoz, right?
Right, like Sean Connery and Zardoz, yeah.
Balding,
very hairy chest. He showed up. Palmiotti and Amanda put him in Power Girl.
Power Girl thing, yeah.
And he was trying really hard. Power Girl would have been one as well. Absolutely. All right, are we out? Oh no, here we go.
Underdog.
Of course, Underdog, but it's too late.
That's okay. We're not playing for money, so
let me
playing for an Oldsmobile, Mark, and I need it.
Let me count how many. Did I miss any categories here? Oh yes, all right. Here we go. Switching things up. Back to the Archieverse. The Red
God.
Circle heroes.
Oh, can I start this one?
Yeah, go for
Yes.
it.
Yeah. What the hell?
The Web.
The Web is correct.
I was about to call that person the Fly.
The Fly is correct.
Oh, holy crap! All right.
Jaguar.
Which one?
Jaguar.
Oh, Jaguar. Absolutely. Yes, indeed.
I do know this one because I said it earlier. The Shield.
The Shield is correct.
Mm.
The Black Hood.
The Black Hood is correct.
Couple
Couple more.
I'm not gonna be able to pull it. Go ahead, Mark.
The Hangman.
The Hangman is correct.
I'm out on this one. You have tapped my knowledge of Red Circle.
I understand. They're more obscure.
Yeah.
I'll give you a hint, and for no points, but see if you can get it. Dean
sure.
Haspiel did a version of him.
Oh, the Fox.
Fox, indeed. Also, the Comet. And we already said the Web, did we not?
Yes. Yeah.
And the Wizard. I don't remember the Wizard, but he was on the list. So I'll accept that. All right, moving on. All right, here's going to be a fun one. The Legion of Doom, gentlemen. I'll let Jason begin.
Are we going throughout comics or just Super Friends?
Comics, Super Friends.
Okay.
The incarnations of the Legion of Doom.
Well, Lex Luthor.
Luther, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Mark?
Toyman.
Toyman, absolutely.
Gorilla Grodd.
Gorilla Grodd, sure.
Giganta.
Giganta is correct.
Brainiac.
Brainiac is correct.
The Riddler.
The Riddler is correct.
Sinestro's in there.
Sinestro absolutely is in there.
Solomon Grundy.
Solomon Grundy is in there. Very good.
Cheetah's in there, right?
Cheetah absolutely is in there. Very good.
Okay.
Black Manta.
Black Manta, of course. Greatest costume design of any of the Legion of Doom. I'm saying it.
Scarecrow was in it.
Scarecrow absolutely was in it. Yep.
Bizarro.
Bizarro was absolutely in it. Sure.
Who's the Giganta?
Said that.
Yeah, he already.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
Sorry, buddy.
That's why it was in my head. This is another one where I'm just gonna say a Flash villain, Captain Cold, and hope that he's in there.
Captain Cold absolutely is in there.
All right,
Very
there we
good, man. Good job.
He's the obvious choice.
Sure. When in doubt, you're killing me.
Joker.
I don't believe the Joker was he in it.
He's in the Justice League one right now. The Legion of Doom. That's
Very good. I'll take it. Yep. Nice going.
John
Heckenberg, everybody evil at DC. No, not quite.
If we're pulling on the current one, I think Deathstroke's in it.
Deathstroke is absolutely one of them. Yep. Checking my list, see who's left.
The Parasite?
The Parasite was in there. Yes, indeed.
Do you it's the other is her name Cersei, the other Wonder Woman villain?
Was Cersei in there?
Is she?
I don't
I have no idea. I'm just
don't
guessing.
think so. I don't believe so.
It's all good. It's all good.
So, who do I have left? I've got. All right, I'm going to flip over the cards, guys.
Sure.
All I have left is Clayface.
Oh, all right.
So there you go. All right, final category, boyos.
All right.
You here, let's get a count. So Jason's got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 57. Mark has 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 63. So there's a 6-point difference here. This last category has plenty of characters.
Okay.
It is the group Heroes for Hire. There were more than 2. And Jason being in last place, I'll let you go first.
Well, Luke Cage, of course.
Luke Cage is 1, absolutely.
Moon Knight.
Moon Knight is 1, absolutely.
Iron Fist.
Iron Fist, absolutely.
Misty Knight.
Misty Knight counts, absolutely.
Black Knight was in the 90s one.
That's absolutely correct. Yep.
Colleen Wing.
Colleen Wing counts, sure.
Hercules was in the 90s one.
Hercules was in the 90s one. Very good.
You can tell which one I've read.
I'm proud of you, man. No, that's good.
She-Hulk.
Who'd you say, Mark? She-Hulk? Yeah.
Was she in there?
Yeah, she was.
I got the list. Yes, you're right.
Yeah,
I see it on the list. Very good.
Ant-Man, Scott Lang.
That's right. Scott Lang was absolutely in there.
Was Shang-Chi in the Heroes for Hire?
Gonna check the list. I'm not completely
Wouldn't surprise
certain.
me.
What's that? Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me either, but I'm looking at the list.
Okay, well, then if he's not, Paladin.
Paladin. Who I love, Bendis calls Paladin. Which, if you're reading it like Aladdin, I don't blame him, but it was funny when he first said it. And I'm like, who are you talking about? And he's like, he spelled it out. And I'm like, oh, Paladin. He goes, I said Paladin. And I'm like, yeah.
As a kid, I used to call the Submariner the Submariner.
So did my father. So, that
White
killed
Tiger's
me.
in the Heroes of Hire, by the way.
Which one?
White Tiger.
White Tiger absolutely is correct.
I think that's all of the 90s people.
Yeah, I'm going to check the list. This might be it. Yeah, that's it. That's the list that I had. We've and in fact, She-Hulk was on my list as well. Oh, did we? There's one left that I don't know if we mentioned him.
Oh, you mean one more character?
Yeah. Did we mention him? I don't know if we did.
Oh, I don't. Are we missing anybody?
Well, did we say Human Torch? Did we say Jim Hammond?
No, we didn't.
Jim Hammond led the group in the 90s, I believe.
Okay.
And didn't Spider-Man work with them?
I think that's like, I would say almost that's like he worked with the Avengers before actually being an Avenger.
What about Silver Sable?
I don't remember Silver Sable being in there. She will be part of a future quiz, probably plainclothes heroes of both the DC and Marvel universes. But that's for another day.
Or Spider-Verse characters Sony will exhaust into films.
Yeah.
So let's see here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 63. I believe it's 63 to 73. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 68. Wow. Very close, man. 63 to 68.
Not really, but okay.
I think that's reasonable, especially given the length of some of these lists.
Look,
but
you killed me immediately the minute you were like, name the characters that Archie is dressed up as. You killed me immediately.
That's, and actually recently Archie did do either a new bunch of stories, or at the very least, I remember seeing a new cover for a bunch of reprints of those stories. And sometimes he was Captain Pureheart, sometimes he was just Pureheart the Powerful.
I'm actually surprised that Riverdale hasn't done it.
They have.
They did do it.
There you go.
And even one of
the Pureheart costume.
That's right. And I love that in the first or second season they had the Black Hood as a bad guy.
Second season, yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I'm digging it. I'm telling you.
Here's one for you. Name all the Global Guardians.
That's so funny. In a future quiz, I think I will be doing that. That's, literally 3 weeks ago, up at 4 a.m. because of my weird radio hours. And I just started writing a list because I knew I was going to talk to the Bensons and Tom King. And then Shauna's like, I'm really not good at comic book history. And I'm like, okay. So I switched it. I'm like, all right, we'll do sci-fi, TV, and movies. And I actually gave Mark and Jason that option as well for this one. But, no, I'm glad that you guys stuck with superheroes. And yeah, it was really easy. And I have more of both sci-fi and comic book hero questions for future quizzes. But, hey, I'm really glad people showed up because this was kind of last minute. I meant to publicize this a bit better.
No, it's all good.
Yeah.
Throw up a picture of that Oldsmobile that Mark won. I want to see it.
A brand new Ford Fiesta. an AMC Gremlin from 1971. Big trunk, little car.
Is that the one that the back window would behead you if you were in an accident?
Yep. The Chevy Nova. Absolutely, man.
Which the great thing about the Chevy Nova is, and I don't know if this is true, it didn't sell in South America because Nova means doesn't work.
Yeah, no go. Exactly. I forget. I remember hearing what they called it instead, but yeah, I've heard that story as well. So, no, guys, good job.
Before we leave,
No, yeah, we could talk. We could BS.
okay, cool. What is, if you had to recommend something for someone to read while in isolation, who's not necessarily a comic book person, what would a comic book or a graphic novel? What would you recommend?
I got one right off the bat. Christos Gage did a great crime story called Sunset. Or, God, what Lemire's doing right now with Gideon Falls is really, really interesting and takes a lot of twists that aren't obvious in the first couple issues. And I think that's a really great adult story. So I would say either Gideon Falls or Sunset to name right off the bat.
My go-to for a non-comics person is always Lock and Key. You know, if they like horror.
Sure. That's cool.
I would go, and I've said this already a couple other places, I would go Scott McCloud's Zot.
Sure, that's great.
Especially the black and white collection, because that's perfect for people that might like anime, might like manga, might like YA. Yeah. It's a perfect book. And for a current book that I think if you're a Harry Potter-esque fan, I think Birthright is a really great book. And it reads great in grades. I can't recommend that one enough, and it's got amazing artwork. So those are two that I would recommend for people of either gender who don't necessarily want superhero stuff to try.
Another addition that I would add to that, if you're a sci-fi fan, is Descender by Jeff Lemire and Dustin Nguyen.
Excellent book.
And if you're a fantasy fan, Ascender by Jeff Lemire.
Yes.
There you go.
Yep, you get the follow.
I like some of the suggestions that the listeners have. Rod Schaefer has Saga, of course. That's a great one. John Hedgenberger says Stranger in Paradise or Usagi Yoembo, which I love both of those. Dan Sakai, of course. And I have to acknowledge my sponsor, Aftershock, because they have a lot of great non-superhero books in a lot of great genres.
Rough Riders.
Rough Riders, indeed. Absolutely. A great story.
And the Rough Riders has a great hardcover of the whole series out. And it's got amazing art by the sorely underappreciated Pat Olive. Agreed.
Mario says Stargazing. I like that. I also think Mark Miller's and was it Sean Gordon Murphy who did Starlight with that was
Gore and Vishnik. No, that was Vishnik's PR. That was Gore and Parlov.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, Sean and Mark did Chrononauts.
Right, and I love Chrononauts. I think that's great. And I'm sure that'll become a film or a Netflix series eventually. That's terrific.
If you want to spend some money that's worth every penny, the single best Absolute Edition DC has ever made came out, and that's the Absolute Alan Moore Swamp Thing. It is gorgeous.
Yeah.
It is.
Oh, God. Veach and Toddlebun at their best, absolutely.
If you've never read that stuff, I am envious of people that get to read that for the first time, because that is the DNA of Alan Moore's Swamp Thing is in every comic book we read today, every single one. It is so much more than it should be, and for $100, that edition is one. I'm voting for it for the Eisner for Best Collected Edition because it's absolutely gorgeous.
Oh, that's cool. Psycho Red, God Country, I agree with that. I like what Rob Schaefer says, Why the Last Man, another great sci-fi, scary kind of comic that we can't wait for the adaptation to come. So, guys, have you guys read, I'm betting Mark might have, the Wild Card series that George R. Martin did?
Oh, yeah.
You know those, Jace?
No, I don't.
Jace, you got to go back and get those. They're fantastic.
George R. Martin's superheroes. It's an anthology book with different writers, and it's all in a superhero universe. Where they're called Wild Cards.
Yeah, and the heroes are aces, and the bad guys are jokers, and there are deuces as well. And Paul Cornell has written a short story for them. Melissa Snodgrass is developing, I believe, for Amazon, the TV series for it.
Yeah, the writer of Measure of a Man, TNG's one of TNG's best episodes. Yeah,
absolutely.
I want to ask Mark. I saw this online. Mark Andreyko, my friend. I saw you talking to somebody about. Is it Gypsy Kings? Or there was
no, it's called Kings in Disguise.
Kings in Disguise. Tell me more about that.
Yeah,
it is. Did you ever see the Steven Soderbergh movie King of the Hill about the little kid in the Depression? It's that.
Okay.
It's not an adaptation of that. This predates the Steven Soderbergh one, but it's about a kid during the Depression riding the rails. And it came up because George Gustinas, the New York Times comic book reporter, they've been doing it in the Times lately, obituaries for people that didn't get them when they died. that deserve them, and they did one for Kate Worley, who was a writer who wrote Omaha the Cat Dancer with her then husband Waller. That was a very sexually explicit book, but a great book. It wasn't dirty, it wasn't porn. It treated sex. It was an amazing book. And then when she and Reed got divorced, and then she got married to the guy that did Kings in Disguise, and there's a sequel to it as well. And it is a great piece of Americana. It is. You'll literally want to watch the Soderbergh film after you read it. I can't recommend it enough. It's real, and I reread it after I talked to George, did the interview with him, and it's just really great. It's like if Steinbeck did comics, but
wow,
it's just an amazing work.
In that vein, I would also recommend Lemire's Essex County. And I know that was developed into a Canadian miniseries. Last time I talked to Jeff, he mentioned that.
Bone's another great one.
Of course, Jeff Smith's Bone, absolutely.
Oh, Smith's Bone, yeah.
I agree with Psycho Red, who says Spider-Man Life Story by Chip Zdarsky.
Oh, can I talk about Chip for a minute? Chip is probably my current favorite Marvel writer. He is writing Marvel comics that capture the wonder and the excitement of when I was 15, 14 years old reading them, but not in a retro, tired, nostalgia porn way. His X-Men versus Fantastic Four miniseries is the best X book being published right now. It is so good. And his Spider-Man is great. I just did a deep dive into his Daredevil, and talk about a book that not enough people are talking about. His Daredevil run is going to be on that list with Miller, Bendis, Brubaker.
Right.
It is so smart, and it doesn't call any attention to itself. You can tell he's telling a story he wants to tell. So in addition to being a great cartoonist, Chip is a great writer. And I don't know him at all. So this isn't me just talking about my friends. I've met him socially once, but I told him on Facebook, I said, dude, next time you're in LA, I'm buying you a drink, because I haven't enjoyed Marvel Comics this much in years.
I really love his Invaders run, too.
Oh, yeah.
All of his stuff is actually on sale right now on Comixology. That's how I read Life Story, which is one of the best Spider-Man stories I've read in a long time.
So good. Absolutely, man.
His stuff's on Comixology. Go get Daredevil, the first 2 trades.
I got it all.
What he's done is crazy. He's taken from the Frank Miller and the Bendis and all the other people, and even from the Wade and the Samney stuff. And he's not just retelling a story. He's not just saying, "Oh, this is my version of a Frank Miller story." He's taking all that DNA and making something that's utterly familiar yet utterly original at the same time. And I always thought that was impossible with Daredevil. And Wade, Samney, and Chip have proven that Daredevil is a much more versatile character than people think.
You're right. They really went down the Miller path for a long time, and great stories. Brian did a great job with him. Brubaker, obviously. But yeah, I really liked what Samney and Wade did. And you're right about Chip, man. And I liked Charles's run too. I liked Soul's run.
Daredevil's been on a pretty hot streak, I would say, and ever since Bendis. Like, it's been Bendis on. It's just been pretty damn good. Yeah,
the only arc that I didn't care for was it Shadowland? I forget what the event was called. And that was kind of the only misfire. But you're right. I agree with you, Jason. No, you're right.
But it was so short. It was less than a year. So I think a lot of people, you can just skip right past that.
That's fair. But no, it's amazing. I agree with all of what you guys have been saying. No, those are great runs. I'm trying to see if anybody else. So, Ryan Green, of course, says I always show people Sandman, of course. I'm trying to think. Strangers in Paradise is great.
Fun Home by Alison Bechdel.
Sure.
My Friend Dahmer by Durf, which was made into an amazing film.
Absolutely.
And it's not a serial killer porn book. It's about the cartoonist Durf went to high school with Jeffrey Dahmer. It was made into an amazing film that everyone should see.
Well, again, that's always the great thing about a lot of comics with an X. I think you're right about it. Scott Pilgrim, Mario Tienberg mentions. Agreed. Absolutely.
Ex Machina would be a great one to get into right now because it's like enough politics, but with a little bit of superheroes in there.
No question.
And I believe that when comics are printed again, DC solicited in a compendium of
Ex Machina.
They're going to do a 2-book compendium collections of it.
That's awesome. No, it's and hey, man, I say it all the time on the show, and I know the guys agree. If you haven't gotten in touch with your local shop, do it. See what you can do. Take advantage of their back stock and find some books to read during this period because
Absolutely,
they need your support.
The money that you would spend on your weekly comic books, even if you only spend half of that on buying old things from your comic book store, that helps. Or you can actually, I've done this, a bunch of other people have done this, donate money to your store for them to give to people that can't afford their books.
Sure.
You can buy books and give them to a library. You can support your stores this way. Stores like Mile High and Golden Apple are doing mystery boxes where you, for $50 that includes shipping, you get $100 worth of comics and trades and stuff. Just a random box. And I know the Golden Apple, my local store, is if you buy one of those here, you get a gift certificate for a big discount when the store opens back up. Support your local comic store. There's so much. This is now the time to read the stuff you've always wanted to.
Absolutely.
And you know, these times of crisis show how important art is and how much relief it gives us and how much solace it gives us. Even if you don't need to buy anything for yourself, buy stuff for friends, buy gifts. Just support your local stores because all the movies that our friends like and our families like wouldn't exist if comic book stores didn't exist. So,
100%. Yeah. No, I agree with everything Mark said. No, I agree. And yeah, it's a crazy time. And also, you know, if you were going to go to a convention and ask for a commission, a lot of artists are still available and happy to take commissions via email or through social media. Hit those guys up and women and take advantage of it, man. They you know, they would love to draw something for you, and it'll help them through this tough time as well. It's a crazy time, man.
And since all my Manhunter trades are out of print right now, if you join the DC Universe app, they're all available on the library, and I got to read Manhunter on my big screen TV.
Hilarious.
Really awesome. So
that's
gotta
excellent.
do a little pimping for yourself. Gotta do a little.
Mark, let me ask you a question, Mark. You're coming back to Manhunter, and when did the last Manhunter comic come out?
The last she was the backup in Streets of Gotham for the first 13 issues. So it's been a minute. It's been 10 years. I mean, the character was created 16 years ago. So,
did you find it very comfortable to go back to Kate, or did you have to like warm up to it a little bit?
No, it was literally like getting into a warm bath. It was great, and I'm glad I waited because you know there were talks when the New 52 happened and talks about that, and she's such a legacy character that you don't need to know that stuff about her. It's not important to know who those characters are, but to not talk about her origins. I didn't want her to become what Donna Troy and Hawkman became after Crisis. I didn't want to make a book about telling what Manhunter's new origin is because legacy heroes don't exist. So since she was laying fallow that whole time and Bendis picked her up, I mean, she appeared in Green Arrow a couple times when Ben Percy was writing it and as a lawyer. But now that it's back, I don't have to. I mean, Iron Monroe, spoiler, is in the first issue of the Manhunter miniseries. So I get to bring these things back in a way that now that everything happened. So,
thank God, man. And really, I'm glad that characters like Iron are part of the story again, because I think that's really what you did, both Kate's backstory and being a legacy character as well, and also just the new heroes that she encountered. It's a great book. And in fact, yeah, Mark, I mean, you and I talked in 2005 about that stuff when it was barely a year old, when you started your run and everything.
I've been pretty blessed with the devotion that fans have kept and the torch they've kept burning over the years for Kate. When you're a writer, you just want people to enjoy your stuff and it not to be awful. And to have a character get so accepted so quickly is, I don't know what I did to deserve it, but it is. I can't thank the fans enough, because hearing fans talk about how much they like her makes me want to write her even more. And her son is back, her son's older now. He's
that's great. Yeah, I forgot about that she had her son.
Now she's got a legacy child who's may or may not have powers. So yeah, the book is going to be a big mix of the cosmic and the history of the Manhunters through DC Universe and the domestic, and Kate, being a single mom and not being able to date and being kind of abrasive. It's basically, I'm just stealing from the Spider-Man comics I read as a kid. Peter Parker's interesting not because he's fighting the Green Goblin, but because he has the flu and the Green Goblin is his best friend's dad, and he's going to get evicted. So all that stuff is what makes the superhero fights happen. resonance. So having a good supporting cast is what makes, for me, it makes me, I would, at this point in my life, I only want to create stuff that I would pay to read or see, because everyone is so strapped for cash, and there's so many places to spend your entertainment dollars. If people are going to spend them on you, that's a real privilege. So
I hear you, man.
And
Absolutely.
Jason, don't you have a second Jupiter Jet book coming out?
Yeah, I was going to say, Jason, please, talk about your back catalog and what's available right now and what's coming.
We're almost, actually, we just did a big update about this. We're in the last issue of Jupiter Jet and the Forgotten Radio, which is the sequel to Jupiter Jet 1. So when that will come out now, I don't know, because comic shops aren't open right now. You can buy Jupiter Jet Volume 1 is it's on Amazon. You can buy it from us. And we also have Science, the Elements of Dark Energy, which is imagine like Harry Potter, but a science school. So like if you're looking for all ages kind of comic books, that's perfect stuff. Yeah.
There you go.
And I did really well on the patriotic superhero thing, because I wrote a book called Super Soldiers about military superheroes, because I was in the military.
Absolutely, man. And it's great collection of essays about patriotic heroes, and obviously, and what they got right and what they got wrong, right, Chase?
What's that?
What they got right and what they got wrong in terms of writing military characters, military heroes.
Yeah,
would Punisher be considered a patriotic hero because of
Frank Castle?
Because of his service in Vietnam, or are those two different?
He was in the book, wasn't he, Chase?
Yeah, I talked about him, but I don't know if I would have considered him for John's question. But yeah, I mean. Yeah, there's a lot of problematic stuff with Frank Castle right now.
Yeah, he wasn't. I mean, well, other than that moment when he took over for Cap and had that weird Punisher kind of Captain America costume.
Yeah, during the Fraction run.
Yep.
Remember, there was also Frankencastle.
Yes, of course.
There was also Frank Castle, Demon Killer by Bernie Wrightson.
Yeah, was that
Marvel
the
Knight.
Angel? He was the Avenging Angel?
That was the Marvel Knights. And then there was also the deeply, deeply tone deaf, I'm going to turn black Punisher.
Yes, indeed.
Yep.
But again,
there was,
not very patriotic, but yeah, absolutely.
And then there's also Greg Rucka's woman Punisher, female Punisher.
That's right. Of course. Man, when Cicchetto, wasn't he doing? Yeah, that's because Frank had the injury to his eye during Rucka's run. And I loved that. I thought, and that's really when I discovered Marco Cicchetto, and he's so great. What a wonderful artist! My God, good stuff, guys. Well, you're killing me. I loved this conversation, and I loved the quiz. You guys did excellent.
Thank you for setting this up, John. This was nice. It was fun. This was really great. I knew Marc would win. It's all good.
And Marc looks very relaxed and almost sleeping, so I don't want to keep you awake, buddy, if you're getting tired.
Try to see if I can be. That's not going to work. Oh well.
No.
That's the cover to the first Manhunter.
You just burnt my retinas, but it was worth it. It was all right.
Yeah. Somebody will screenshot that and release it tomorrow on Bleeding Cool.
Well, now I'm as orange as Trump. I screwed up the light on my camera. Look at me.
You're killing me. Fantastic. Boys, as always, thank you very much for playing. Viewers, that's funny. Daniel mentioned for Patriotic Heroes. Did anyone mention General Glory from Guy Gardner?
That's a good one.
That is a good one, Daniel.
Very good one. Absolutely, man. Hilarious. No, we did not mention him. That was very good, Daniel.
What about the Guardian?
Really, yeah, thank you. What's that?
What about the Guardian? The blue.
You mean Superman, the Guardian?
Yeah.
Well, he's like yellow and blue. So
I don't really see him as a patriotic character per se.
He's a policeman.
Yeah, he was a policeman, but
Shield's a badge, right?
You were looking for like people with their flag on their costume, right?
Yeah. I was thinking, more obvious, more over, and that's why I'm really glad you mentioned Iron Patriot, because I had forgotten. I'm like, oh yeah, that counts absolutely. Sure, he does. So very funny. Good stuff, boyos. No, I really enjoyed it. Thank you for playing. You guys are, as always, welcome back to talk about new books when they're ready. And, thanks for helping me waste time and keep the comic culture alive here on Word Balloon with fun quizzes and great conversation, as always.
And
always a pleasure, John.
Comic store, support John, join the Patreon for him, read Jason's books, and pre-order Manhunter, A Secret History.
That's right. He got it all in one.
And be nice to each other.
Indeed. Be nice to each other. Mario, another final hero, Mark Verheiden's Own the American.
Yeah.
Man, that's a great one for you guys to look for at your store and back order.
Chris Warner's artwork. Oh,
great story. Great alternate kind of Captain America story. And I always, when I see Verheiden, and it's not often, I always tell them like that was amazing. So yeah.
And speaking of Verheiden, how great was the Swamp Thing TV show?
Oh yeah,
Pretty damn good.
Yeah.
The dumbest mistake ever made, canceling that show.
Yep.
You know, it's that tax credits to make a show possible.
That's not true. That's not what happened, actually.
Tell me what happened.
I don't want to talk about that right now.
Yeah, Mark. I know a little bit of this story as well. There might be some trouble with lawyers.
All right, fair enough. Exactly. I don't want to get anyone in trouble. That's all right. Everyone still wants to have gigs in the future.
That's
including myself. So that's all
right.
Boys, well done. I'm going to end the broadcast. Everybody, thanks a lot for coming on and watching live. And of course, if you missed the quiz, because I saw, I want to say Ali Montgomery is like, oh, I missed it. Well, I'll certainly be repurposing this as a word balloon audio, and we'll throw the quiz up on YouTube to watch as well. So thank you very much for playing, everybody. Take care, and we'll see you next time. I think I hit end. There it is. I'll hit it again.
I think we're still live.
We're still live.